مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم مولاي صل وسلم
अस्सलाम वालेकुम। उम्मीद है सब खैरियत से होंगे। अच्छा तो जनाब, हम आज आपको लेके जा रहे हैं कन्वेंशन सेंटर और यहाँ हम आपको सुनवाएंगे मेंक साहब को। इनका पूरा नाम है इस्माइल बिन मूसा मेंक और इनका ताल्लुक़ है दम्बावे से और ये एक मोटिवेशनल स्पीकर है और ये मुफ्ती है और ये मुफ्ती काउंसिल के ये हेड भी है दम्बावे में। तो चलें सुनते हैं और आपको सुनवाते हैं।
I still can't hear. Maybe. So this man has been named as one of the top 500 most influential Muslims in the world. Would we please show a nice big warm welcome coming all the way from Zimbabwe, Sheikh Mufti Ismail Menk.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله وحده وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على من لا نبي بعده وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. My brothers and sisters, moments ago we were helping those in need. Do you know every single one of us is in need of Allah Almighty? Our entire existence depends on Allah. And Allah Almighty mentions this in the Quran in order to draw our attention to the fact that He made us and He favored us. يا أيها الناس أنتم الفقراء إلى الله والله هو الغني الحميد. O people, you are all in absolute need of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and He is independent, worthy of praise. That is Allah. Now, the reason why Allah Almighty has created a situation whereby we feel we are the ones helping others is simply because part of the broader test of humankind is to be able to cleanse the human being by giving what Allah's given them. If Allah gave me and I continue to amass without giving, then surely it's a quality that needs attention because it's not a quality of perfection. But as I amass and as Allah gives me, whether it is $100, $1,000, $1 million, whatever it may be, I always think of those who don't have. That itself is a quality of perfection. The more I consider others, the more I will benefit myself. Because Allah's kept a cap on how much you can spend on yourself on earth. Did you know that? As strange as it sounds, there is a cap. How much do you think you can spend on yourself on earth? It will not go beyond a certain amount. If I were to ask you, what would you like to earn before you threw in the towel? You know, when you ask little kids, youngsters, we've been asked when we were small, what do you think, or what amount do you think would be enough after which you can say, I'm retiring, that's it. When we were kids, we used to say, $1 million, right? $1 million, I'll give up, I'll close shop and I'll retire and I'll just, a few more years. I promise you, $1 million today is a speck. Once you get it, do you know what? You need the next million because you're a human being. That's the reason. But Allah's kept it in such a way that from that, when a lot of people see that, you know what, we have, and then there are others who don't have, here we're going to reach out to them. We're witnessing the wells, we're witnessing so many other projects of human appeal and others, so many projects. Where do you fit in? Even if it is not with a particular organization, but yourself, where do you fit in? What do you do? Allah Almighty will definitely return that to you with priceless things. Do you know contentment is something you cannot pay for? The Almighty has to give it to you. You're a happy person. You're content. At night, you're so happy. Do you know the blessings of family, the blessings that Allah grants a person? The health that you have is something that, honestly speaking, is priceless. It's a gift of Allah. And that's why Allah Almighty always tells us, He reminds us more than one place in the Quran, وَإِن تَعُدُّوا نِعْمَةَ اللَّهِ لَا تُحْصُوهَا. If you're going to try and count the favors of Allah, you will never be able to count all of them on you. How has Allah favored you? Think about it for a moment. He's given me so much. In all honesty, He's given me so much. I will never be able to count all of the favors of Allah upon me. But the opposite is true. What is the opposite? The difficulties and hardship that Allah put in your life, you can count those. Let me ask you a question. Think for a moment. How many difficulties has Allah placed in your life? Count them. Count them. We'll pause for a moment. 1, 2. I have this issue, I have that issue, I have a health issue, I have a family issue, I have a social issue, I have a little financial issue, I have this and that. How many did I count? 8. What else? 9. Those 9 issues have overwhelmed us without us realizing that there are 9 billion other things that Allah's given us. If you are to count the favors of Allah upon you, subhanallah, you will never ever be able to count them. Oh man, do not become despondent because the Almighty has tested you with 9 things to 10 things. Do not lose your faith. Do not become a person who turns away from the Almighty simply because He has tested you with a little bit. Concentrate on what you have. What you have. And when the Almighty's tested you, it's only to shine you, to polish you. MashaAllah, the jewel begins to show, the diamond begins to show, MashaAllah, because all the dirt and the dust is off now. We went through pressure, and what else did we go through? A lot of heat. Guess what heat and pressure does? It will shape the gold into jewelry that looks so pleasant. MashaAllah. Subhanallah. May Allah Almighty grant us all goodness. May Allah bless you all and grant you goodness and ease. My brothers, my sisters, we need to spread the love. We need to feel it. We need to make it contagious. We need to care for one another, respect one another. Remember, yes, we all go through our struggles and we all will have struggles. But if you want ease in your struggle, look for someone with similar struggles. Start helping them. Talk about it to them. If you have a situation where you're really finding it tough, go out and help someone who's going through something similar. And wallahi, you will find the Almighty open your doors one after the other. And you'll never regret what you did. You'll never regret what you did. So I ask Allah Almighty to bless every one of us. In whatever difficulties we are going through, may Allah make it easy for you. Each one of us has unique issues. May Allah make it easy for you. Grant you goodness. May Allah elevate your status. May you attain contentment and ultimate success in this world and the next. أقول قولي هذا وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
अच्छा तो जनाब ये इवेंट ख़त्म हो चुका है और उम्मीद है आपको वीडियो पसंद आई होगी। तो इसको लाइक और सब्सक्राइब करें।